So, something that I've been exploring recently is defining tasks that I'm about to do. This might seem like a obvious point, but I do think it's one that we don't execute on enough in our day-to-day life. So let me kind of give you some background on where I came from and how I was dealing with this issue. Basically, for a long time, I had felt difficulty in doing tasks that weren't directly physical. So, for example, I need to sit down and I need to plan some lessons, or I need to sit down and I need to work on an ad campaign, something like this. This is a task where my body is sitting at the computer and I'm doing most of the work with my hands and my mind. Now, the thing is that I'm not very good at doing these kinds of tasks because I tend to get sidetracked, I lose focus, I'm not interested in this stuff. So it's really hard for me to make myself continue to do this. On the opposite side of this, I love to build things. I'm a builder. I love to work on houses or small outbuildings with my hands. I love to use power tools or even hand tools and just make stuff out of wood or metal. And it's very easy for me to stay focused on those kinds of tasks that use all of my senses and they keep me focused and involved in the task. Now, the thing that I was thinking about today as I was doing a crossword puzzle was that when you're doing a crossword puzzle, you're trying to find a certain word that is made up of a collection of other words. So in order to find one word, you have to find the words that are connected to it. And that's why doing that one at a time, you eventually complete the whole puzzle, which is the result that we were after. So doing a task is much the same way. We can't just do one basic thing to finish the whole thing. A big task is made up of a lot of little tasks in here. And in order to complete the big task, we must also focus on these little tasks side to side. So what I realized was that when I'm focusing on a project like building a house or a shed, for example, and using my body, it's easier for me to stay focused because I can physically see the correlation between this part and why I need to finish this part to connect to this part and what goes on top of that, so on and so forth. But when I'm doing something on a computer, I don't have that physical representation of how these parts are fitting together. For example, an ad campaign reaching more users or something like this. Because it's metaphysical, it's not physical. So for these kinds of tasks that require me to be in a metaphysical space and require me to use my mind and my thinking a lot more, for those ones, I've found that it's incredibly helpful to detail out the process that I'm going to use in order to help me understand how I'm going to attack that task. So, if I'm going to be making an ad campaign, or if I'm going to be creating a video diary, I need to figure out what steps I'm going to take for this, what are the side steps that I'm also going to need to make a successful result, and I need to outline those and follow those along, almost like a checklist or almost like a project manual. So this is something that's been really effective in my life, and I really think that it would be effective in your guys' lives as well, and maybe in ways that you don't even realize. I feel like this could be applied to lots of different areas, such as long-term baking projects or long-term building projects, or maybe even self-help and self-discovery things. Because a lot of times the result that we're looking for is a complex mixture of different changes here and there throughout our entire life and schedule. So it would be really important for each of us to sit down and look at what is the final result we want, what are the things that are related to that, and then make a list of how we're going to work through this in order to keep ourselves focused moving forward. This has been something that's very impactful to me. If it's impactful to you guys, I'd love to hear how you've used it in the comments. You can always reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, or Kakao Talk, or through my phone number or my email. I'm available all over the place. So yeah, guys, please comment, like, subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.